I will keep.
I will keep it as well.
Okay, guys, you
Okay.
can start. Everything's good on my end. Good luck.
All
All
right,
right.
thank you.
Thanks. Okay, so I will start with Coastal Tower and pass.
For turn. I'll play an island and pass a turn.
Island and pass. Okay. Tap, draw. I'm going to go with Flooded Strand,
Mm-hmm.
and I will pass.
Draw for turn. I'll play a swamp and pass it back to you.
Okay, end of turn, I'm going to activate my Flooded
Sure.
Strand.
19. Middle on top is fine.
And still end of turn, I'm going to try an Impulse.
Sure, you got it.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just take this one here. Back. Impulse goes to the graveyard. Come to my turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna play a Coastal Tower tapped and pass.
At the end of your turn, I will play an accumulated knowledge.
Okay.
Drawing one. Untaps. Draw turn. I'll play Dark Water Catacomb. Pay 3 and attempt a Shadow Mage Infiltrator.
How many in hand?
I got 6th card left.
6. Yeah, Shadow Mage is good.
Alright, and pass the turn.
Okay, I'll try a Swords on him, end of turn.
Sure. Going up to 21.
And I'll take my turn.
Sure.
So I'm gonna play a land and pass.
Play another Highland. And I'll pass back to you.
Okay, I'll try Factor Fiction, end of turn.
I'm gonna pay 2 and daze that.
Okay. Take my turn. Land. Cards in hand now?
I'm at 5.
5, okay. I will pass a turn.
Play an island for turn. I'll pay 4 and attempt to cast a Wonder.
Wonder's fine.
Alright, pass the turn.
Okay, end of turn. Tap 4.
Mhm.
Or tap like this. I'm gonna try a second Factor Fiction.
You got it.
Mistress Factory, Counterspell, Swords to Plowshares, Mana Leak, Decree of Justice.
How many cards in your hand at the moment?
I have 3.
3 cards. Okay. Put the Decree of Justice and the Mana Leak in one pile, and the 3 others in the other one. Yep, like this.
I'll take these.
Alright.
I'll leave them in here.
Thank
I'll put this goes to the graveyard. Factor Fiction resolves. You have 4 in hand. I will come to my turn. Draw. I'm gonna play this island, and I'll pass.
I'll move to combat.
Sure.
Attack with the Wonder.
17.
I'll play an Underground River, and I'll pass back to you.
3 in hand.
I got 4.
4. Okay. Gonna try to Swords Your Wonder end of turn.
I'll cast a Terror on it in response.
And your things would be flying. I don't have any main board removal. Sure, that's fine. And I'll go to my turn.
Sure.
Draw. Play this Mistress Factory.
Mhm.
And I'll pass turn.
I'll pay 1 and attempt to duress you.
Counter spell.
Sure. Go ahead.
Draw. Right, let's see. Animate Mishra.
Yep.
Attack you for 2.
I'll pay 2 and attempt to smother it.
And cards left in hand?
I got 2 cards left.
2 cards. Okay. I'll play second main a Fair Conclave and pass turn.
How many cards left?
I have 4 in hand.
4. I'll attempt to accumulate knowledge. That would be for 2 cards.
Counterspell.
I'll pass back to you.
Draw. Activate my Fair Conclave. Attack you for 2.
Taking it. 19.
All right, pass turn.
I'll pass back to you.
Play a land. I will pass a turn.
I'll duress you.
Response. Two in hand after that?
3 left.
3. Okay. All impulse?
Sure.
Take this one. I'm gonna cast Forbid with buyback, discarding Wrath of God and Flooded Strand.
Sure. I'll pass back to you.
Drop. Step 1 and 2. I'm gonna try a standstill.
You got it.
Okay. And activate Conclave. Thank you for 2.
17.
Pass turn.
I'll pass back.
Draw. Activate Conclave.
Yep.
Creature for 2.
15.
Play Mistress Factory.
Mhm.
Pass.
So you got Forbid and an unknown card. Play an island turn.
I like that island.
Thanks. um, yeah, I'll attempt to cast a Shadow Mage Infiltrator.
Stand still.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Shadow Mage is fine.
Then I'll pass back to you.
Okay, I'll try to swords it in the turn.
I'll respond with a Rushing River, trying to bounce it in my hand.
Cards left?
2.
2. I'll forbid with buyback, discarding Darker Waste and Flooded Stream.
Sure.
You gain 1.
2, 16.
Yep. My turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna make this a pile here. It's getting messy. Draw. Activate Mishra.
Mhm.
Thank you for 2.
14.
That's turn.
You're up.
I'll play this Mishra's Factory.
Mhm.
Activate, activate Mishra. And this is attack you for 2.
Going down to 12.
Pass.
I'll pass back to you.
Draw. I think I activated incorrectly last time. So activate a Mishra.
Mhm.
Attack you.
10.
Pump.
9.
Pass.
Play an island, and I'll pass back to you.
Draw. Activate Mishra.
Yep.
Attack you.
No blocks.
pump.
6.
And second main. That's this. Pester.
Then Underground River. 3. I'll attempt to cast a Psychatog.
Forbid with buyback. 2 lands.
I'll pay 3 and Circle of Logic the Forbid.
Two in hand.
2. Yep.
How many circular logic in your graveyard?
How many Circle of Logic in the graveyard?
Yeah.
There's none.
No. Forbid number 2.
You got it.
Just gonna check something here.
Okay, so I'll be playing first for this one.
Okay. You can do 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. You can put the middle on top.
Okay.
I'll be keeping my 7.
Okay. I'll keep 2.
All right, good luck to you.
You too.
So I'll open up an underground river. I'm gonna lose 1 for black source, and I'm gonna duress you.
Okay. Counterspell, tutor, and humility, land.
I'm gonna take the counterspell. I'll pass.
Draw. I'm gonna play this. Hoists. Pass.
I'll play Delta and pass turn.
Okay. End of turn. End of turn, I'll enlighten tutor taking 1.
I'm gonna fetch in response.
Sure.
Get an island. Pay 2. Cast an incoming knowledge.
That's good.
Tutor is fine.
Okay. Stand still.
Sure. Put the middle on top.
Tap. Just stand still. Five in hand. I'll play this Coastal Dark pass turn.
Pay 2 and play another knowledge.
Okay.
2. Play swamp and pass turn.
Tap and drop. Flooded Strand.
Mhm.
And play the standstill.
Sure.
Pass turn. I'm done.
At the end of your turn, I'm gonna Funeral Charm you, making you discard a card.
Okay. That's still 1, 2, 3. I'll discard a Dark Heart Wastes.
Sure.
And I'll take this opportunity. No, I won't do anything. Sorry, go ahead.
Right. That's true. Then Island. Pay 3 and attempt the Shadow Mage.
Shadow Mage is good.
You're up.
Untap, draw. How many cards in hand?
4.
4. So I can play an island. Let's try to swords your Shadow Mage.
You got it.
Okay.
Back at 19.
19. And Pester.
I'll play Darkwater Catacomb. I'll pay 3 and attempt to cast another one.
Hmm. I'll fetch your response.
Sure. 18.
I lost Maxim. Hello?
Sorry about that. Just clicked on something.
Don't think I hear you, Maxim.
You can go with the middle on top again.
Okay. And counter.
You got 1 unknown cards left, right?
Yes.
In response to kind of spell, I'm gonna gush, returning those 2 islands in my hand.
Sure.
2. Alright, these got you.
Mm-hmm.
and I'll pass back to you.
Draw. I'll play this Mishra.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try the humility shaking one.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, pass turn.
Play an island. And I'll pass back to you.
Okay. Tap. Draw. Six cards. Yeah, that gush. That is unfortunate. Okay, so I'm gonna play a land.
Mhm.
And pass turn.
And off turn, I'm going to attempt to Rushing River the humility back to your hand.
And you've island and 4.
Island and 4.
Counter spell.
All right. Untaps.
Still,
Oh, stay in the end step.
yeah, I will. More cards. No, I still have one. I'll just pass. Sorry.
All right.
Trying to play around the days. It's kind of tricky.
Yeah, it's the difference between the open deck list moment and the actual
Yeah.
not knowing what your opponent is up to.
Right.
Got a couple of guys off guard with those.
Like I wanted to counter this river, for example, because I think you only have one, and I was like, do I tap here? Do I don't tap?
um, I'm just gonna pass the turn back to you.
Okay, I'll try Sector Fiction on this turn.
I'm gonna daze it.
You did have the days. Okay. So it wouldn't work anyway. All right. So you have the Underground River, the Catacomb
And
thing,
Catacombs, that are my two
yeah.
non-basic lands.
Okay. I'll play this Dust Bowl, and I'm going to Dust Bowl your Underground River, sacking an island.
I'll be floating a colorless with it.
Okay, I will go to beginning of combat.
Sure.
I'll animate my Mistress Factory. Attacking.
Taking it. 17.
Pass.
I'll play Polluted Delta. And I'm gonna pass back to you.
Okay, how many cards do you have now?
Got 4.
4. Draw. play planes. And Dust Bowl again, sacrificing the planes, targeting your Dark Water. What's the name?
The Dark Water Catacomb.
Correct. Yeah, that one.
Sure.
I will animate Mishra.
Yep.
Attack you.
Going to 15.
Bester.
Drop a turn. Play an island and pass.
Activate Mishra.
Mhm.
Attack you.
13.
I'll play third conflict.
Yep.
Pass.
You got only one card left?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna fetch, going to 12.
Okay.
Get a swamp. Do you have any differences?
Sorry. The middle one on top is fine.
And I'm gonna attempt to gush at the end of turn.
Gosh. Okay. Resolves.
Trying to. That's true. I'll cast a Psychatog.
Okay.
And I'll pass back to you.
Can you tell me how many mana leak and days in your graveyard?
There's 1 days and no mana leak.
1 day and no mana leak. Okay. Draw. Island. I will activate Mishra's Factor for 1. Is Wonder in your graveyard?
Wander? No, it's not in my graveyard.
Okay. 1 and 2. So I'll activate these 2 and attack for 4.
So the way it works with immunity, the conclave is 2/1 with flying also?
I believe it's still flying because I don't have to. Andrew can probably confirm, but because it's not an activated ability to become flying, I think it's just flying.
Because like it's gaining the ability after being affected by the.
Let's ask Andrew, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'll leave my attack. But
This is why I never like humility. Yeah, can you
could,
hear?
or anyone?
Can you
help
guys?
us out.
Can you guys hear me?
I think I've seen the situation before,
Yeah.
and I think it's flying. That's why I'm attacking.
Hey guys, had to be a humility question.
Let's see if there's anything going. gather or something like that.
Yep, it works. It's gonna retain. It's gonna gain flying after being like I've just found that on selectional colonnade stuff, and it's keeping its vigilance and flying. So
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It's like first it
that,
gains flying layer 5, and then other stuff. I was like, huh.
so
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 4, going down to 8.
Okay. So how many those cards? Cards in hand.
I got 5 cards.
5. Okay. Pass turn.
I'll go attacking with a 1/1 Psychatog.
No blocks.
17.
I think I'm at 16.
Oh, maybe I missed a fetch. I'll pay for second main and attempt to cast a wonder.
So the wonder is a 1/1 non-flying, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, just yeah. This is the normal humility. Okay. Sure, that's fine.
Then I'll attempt to gush, returning those 2 islands.
Yep.
1, 2. Then for turn, and I'll pass back to you.
I wonder if Andrew's audio is on because I hear myself echoing. Tap and drop. So I'll do the same thing. I'll animate Mistress Factory. I'll animate Flying Conclave. And I will attack you for 4.
I'm gonna block the Mistress Factory with a wonder.
Okay.
Taking 2, going to 6.
And I'll play this land, and I'll pass turn.
An island. I'll pass with 7 cards.
I guess this time just with the Mistress Factory. Attack you.
I'm gonna pay 3 and attempt an intuition.
Forbid.
Yep. No blocks. Taking 2, going down to 4.
Okay. Pass turn.
pass the turn back to you.
Draw. Stand still.
I'm gonna circle a logic that.
Yep. So here's 4. Animate Mistress Factory.
Mhm.
Yes. Tag you.
You only have one left, right?
Correct.
I'll attempt to Funeral Charm the Mistress Factory, giving +2/-1.
Sure.
I'll go block.
Yep. Pass turn.
Okay.
Can you tell me how many Psychatog and Shadow Mage in your graveyard?
There's one Shadow Mage in the exile, one in the graveyard, yeah, and one Psychatog in the graveyard.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna duress you.
Fear my darker wastes.
Pay 3 and cast another Psychatog and pass turn.
Draw. Cards in hand.
4.
I'm gonna go to 15 and activate my Flooded Strand.
Sure.
Let's go through this. Let's see. I think I miscounted my basics. Well, I got planes. Man, not one decree. This whole ordeal. Where are the decrees? I'm running 3. All right, so let's do this.
You can put the middle of the game and stuff.
I will main phase effect or fiction.
Sure.
So I tap like this. Guess I can just do this. I don't know. This. This. Okay, so we will see Swords to Plowshares, Standstill, Flooded Strand, Swords to Plowshares, Mana Leak.
Can put the two swords together with the land.
Like this?
Yep.
And you have how many cards?
I got 4 cards.
4. I'll take these two.
Sure. So how many swords are in your graveyard?
1, 2, 3, 3.
3. All right.
Play the Standstill.
Sure.
And Pester.
Draw. An island. Gonna pay 4. And attempt a lobotomy.
Correct Standstill?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. So lobotomy, if it resolves, you could, for example, get Mana Leak, search here, Graveyard, and Library.
Yep. And exile all of them.
And you have to show other cards after that.
Yep. It's not. I can look at your hand and take a non-basic land card and exile all the copies from your hand, graveyard, and library.
Yeah, I will. I'll try to Mana Leak that.
Yeah, I'll leak back on your leak.
Leak back on my leak. And lobotomy is non-land.
It's non-basic land. I can take a non-basic land too.
Okay, I have 2 Dust Bowl and a Mishra's Factory.
All right, I'm gonna take all the factories away.
Okay.
And they're gonna go in exile.
Okay, so we have the one that you just took, another one in the graveyard,
here. And then all the other copies in your library.
okay. And you search the library, right?
Yep.
Okay. 3. I'm just checking to see where the Decrees of Justice. Mishra's Factory. Good. There's 3 here. Come on, deck.
There's only like 1 artifact. I'm not sure what it is. Can you just
Yeah,
show
it's
me?
Cursed Totem.
Okay, it's a Cursed Totem. All right.
Yeah. Let me know if, and there's a Powder Keg too. So shuffle the library, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I haven't noticed that you had a Cursed Totem there.
I had another Psychatog match recently, and it went very much like this. Just a few cards left in the library, you know, eternal game. All right, so I'll cut in 3. I'll get the Mises 4.
You can put the metal on top.
I'll put them in here. Here, I guess. Okay.
Then I'll go attacking with the Psychatog for 1.
So I go to 14.
14. And then I'll pass back to you.
Tap, drop. Activate Conclave.
Mm-hmm.
And swing for 2.
Down to 2.
I'll play a land and pass.
Mm-hmm. I'll pay 3 and cast a Plague Spitter.
Sure.
Go attack with the Psychatog for 1.
Okay, 13.
13. And you're up.
Drop. Two cards.
Mm-hmm.
Main phase impulse.
Sure.
Take. I'm gonna play land. So you have a 1/1 flyer that can block my Fairy Conclave now. I need 2 cards. I'll pass.
I'll pay 4 and attempt another lobotomy.
I'll respond. You have 1 card left?
2 cards.
Sure. I will cycle decree. Put the 2 trigger on the stack. Okay.
You got it. I cannot win with this humility on the board. You had the counter for my Rushing River and I had nothing left to deal with it, so.
I was wondering the whole game if you were gonna bring the Nev disc because the river was your only answer.
Yeah, maybe I should, because like I also have the Dystopia, which I wondered was
Oh yeah,
maybe an
I
option
forgot.
that could be useful. I think the way I built the sideboard and the deck was more focused on like aggro, winning against aggro decks and creature decks. So LandStill is not a good matchup, I think, for this version.
Ron Taylor confirmed for you guys that it had flying at the time you were wondering.
The
conclave, if it was flying or not flying, I think, or was it the wonder? I'm trying to remember what was
It
going.
was the conclave. I was activating the conclave,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was
Okay.
between because he
Whether it
was
has flying or not, yeah.
yeah, because then he would be able to block with the Psychatog and
Mm.
trade. But I thought with flying, then he can't. On game one, I made a major mistake. In when you were trying to resolve the gigantic flying Psychatog, I actually had two forbids and a mana leak, so I could have cast three counter spells, but I miscounted. So if you had a circular logic for my two forbid, it would be game.
Mm.
And I if I didn't pump, this is how the misplay went. If I didn't pump the Mishra's Factory for three, I would have a Mishra's Factory untapped, and I would be able to cover with mana leak also.
Mm.
So I was shaking here. I was like, please no.
I think I read that body language, listening and seeing like your hands or something. I was like, yeah, he's definitely hoping something doesn't happen.
Yeah, when I had like four mana,
Mhm.
so I had three for a second forbid. And if I didn't tap the Mishra, I would have the three and the two for mana leak, so I would be 100% covered. So I was like, oh god, no, no, no.
Yeah, but I seem to have drawn more like the removal part of my deck instead of the counterspell one on the game one. Like I got my first circular logic on turn 12 or so. Days are not that good against your deck.
You have one in the 75 days. That is.
Of
He
which one?
has three, I think,
Oh,
right?
it's okay. I know. Even one is just like, does he have it?
Yeah, that's why I didn't play the standstill turn two
Mm.
on the second game. I got the standstill with the tutor, and then I saw that he responded to the tutor with the AK,
Yeah.
knowing that I could get a standstill. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is too fishy.
I was actually hoping to draw a days from it. So like I was like, if he thinks like I'm gonna daze, like I would have dazed the tutor on that spot, but like
Mm.
the fact that you were just the fact that I was tapped out to draw the card made you just wonder, nah, I'm gonna wait the turn.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you had his days. I took out. Let's see.
That,
I didn't even bring the ferns, man.
yeah, I really thought this was going to be put in to exile everything or exile like some cards like the Wanderer and like some ACs.
Yeah, but I only have one, and I don't know, like taking two turns to prevent, one damage from Psychatog. I guess with the Wonder it's good,
Yeah,
but
the fact,
overall it's just I would rather be drawing, Decree or a counterspell.
yeah,
I took
like
out
I boarded out
Wrath
the
and one
terrors
standstill.
and the edict effect, but like I didn't. I'm pretty sure I should have boarded in more like the disc or the dystopia to actually deal
Mm.
with the humidity.
I actually brought Aura of Silence because I was thinking you were gonna bring the plagues for the soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Uh,
I've lost a Psychotog match this way. I didn't think about that, and then I couldn't have tokens.
yeah, I prefer to bring the plague spitter instead of the engineer plague since it's a
Mm.
creature also getting some beats at some point because like I'm pretty sure you boarded out some rats.
Yeah, I bordered out two Wraths and one Standstill on the draw.
Yeah, so like you only have like the full play set of swords to deal with creatures and like maybe one rat left or two. So that's why I boarded in the spitter instead of the plagues.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took also a minute looking for the target for the tutor because it was very tempting to see you with the mana tapped and just go for a curse totem and try to cast it.
Hmm.
But then if you have, I don't know, days, it would I don't think I could win that game after that. So I was like, let me just default, just stand still here and go from there.
Yep,
Nice.
makes sense.
Trying to think. Anybody
All
else
right,
out there
so
have
good
questions?
luck for the topic matches.
Yeah.
No, thanks, guys. Thanks for the games, Maxim.
Sounds good. Yep, and probably see you again in a few days or whenever
Yeah.
you can schedule. Good match, guys.
All right. Have a good
Alright,
Sunday, guys. Bye
see you
bye.
guys.
Bye.